All right, let's dive in. In the next few minutes, we're going to take a super quick tour of the planet's economic engine. We'll look at what's driving it, what's holding it back, and really where it's all headed in 2025. Let's get right to it.
So, right off the bat, the big number you need to know for 2025 is 3%. That's the forecast for the entire world's economic growth. But that number doesn't tell the whole story, not even close. The real story is about who's actually driving that growth. While a lot of the established, advanced economies are kind of slowing down, it's the emerging markets, from India to Africa, that are really becoming the new engines, pushing that global average up. Okay, so to really understand what's behind that 3%, we've got to pop the hood and start with the basics, the traditional pillars of the economy. Think of this as the classic engine room: services, industry, and of course, agriculture. So what's the biggest piece of this whole economic pie? Well, it's the services sector. It now makes up more than half of the world's GDP. I mean, that's a huge shift. And we're talking about literally everything, from the apps on your phone, to your bank, to tourism, healthcare, you name it. It has absolutely become the dominant force in our economy today.
And this isn't just a story about wealthy countries either. In places like the Philippines and Kenya, you're seeing service industries create jobs way faster than traditional manufacturing ever did. It really just proves the point here on the screen. At the end of the day, economic growth is about people, and it's creating new opportunities all over the world.
Now, even though services are king, manufacturing is still the essential backbone for so many economies. I mean, whether it's cars rolling off the assembly line in Germany or electronics being put together in Vietnam, this sector gives stability and it provides millions of jobs. The big conversation for 2025, though, is the growing pressure to make all of this production way cleaner and greener.
And last but not least, you have agriculture. Now, its share of the global GDP is actually pretty small, but its impact, it's absolutely massive. I mean, it feeds the entire planet. And to deal with all the challenges from climate change, this whole sector is getting a major tech upgrade. We're talking drones, AI, all to make farming smarter and way more sustainable.
So that's the traditional engine. But what about the turbochargers, the next-gen upgrades? Let's shift gears and look at the really dynamic, forward-looking sectors that are truly shaping what's next.
Just look at this number for a second. 15%. That's the slice of the global economy that's already digital. And get this, it's the fastest growing part of the entire system. From how we shop to how we work, its influence is just accelerating like crazy.
And this acceleration has really happened in stages. It all started with the foundation of e-commerce, right? And now, boom, we are living right in the middle of the AI revolution. But the really critical challenge moving forward is making sure that access is fair, so this incredible technology ends up serving everyone, not just a select few.
And beyond the purely digital world, other critical frontiers are just booming. Think renewable energy, biopharma, and semiconductors. But what makes these sectors so important isn't just their growth potential. It's that they are fundamentally designed to solve some of the world's biggest and most urgent problems.
Of course, the road ahead is never perfectly smooth. The global economy is constantly navigating these really complex forces, some that are pushing it forward and, well, some that are trying to hold it back. Let's break those down.
The headwinds are pretty significant. Things like geopolitical tensions, the real costs of transitioning to a greener economy, and a worrying drop in investment in poorer nations. But there are also these powerful tailwinds, like the incredible productivity boost from AI and innovations in greener production. The really interesting thing here is that some of these forces, like AI, they can be both a challenge and a massive opportunity at the exact same time.
So, after that whirlwind tour of the entire global engine, what's the one big idea you should walk away with? What does all this actually mean for us?
This really says it all. From our supply chains to our financial markets, every single part of the economy is now deeply tangled together. And yet, this connection drives incredible growth and innovation, but it also means that a shock in one part of the world can be felt instantly everywhere else. It's a system of unbelievable power, but also unbelievable delicacy.
And that brings us to a final question just for you. Looking at all the forces we've talked about, from AI to the green transition to everything in between, which one do you think is going to have the biggest impact on your life, on your future? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for watching.